Good morning. Welcome to the CFL pre-play, or I should say play along with the 2026 Canadian Football League season. This is week 1, game 2. There's one more game in week 1, and then that'll wrap up week 1. For those who don't know, the Canadian Football League is a 9-team league, and so obviously the weeks go pretty quick because there's not a lot of games. All right, well, the weeks don't go any quicker than real weeks in the world or in the universe, but you can resolve a week's set of games pretty quickly. All right, so we have in today's matchup the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Colaros at quarterback, Oliveira at running back, White and Dansky is the chief pass catchers, Castillo is the place kicker. Dansky also right now gets the return duties. Michael Shea is their quarterback. This team rates out an A and a D in my projection for the season. The Calgary Stampeders, Adams Jr. quarterback, Mills at running back, Barnes and Phil Pott are the chief pass catchers. Paredes is the place kicker. McTanamy, I think that's how you say that. He is the return man. He had an 87-yarder, I believe, in the first preseason game for them. So he's obviously a threat. They are a BB. This team is coached by Dave Dickinson. 35,400 in McMahon Stadium are in full throat, hoping to see Calgary start the season off with a victory. Matched up against each other today, Winnipeg is a B, Calgary is a B. So this is anybody's game. It's going to be which team executes. So here we go. Calgary with the ball is going to get a field goal. So we're going to get a field goal from Paredes. It's going to be a 26-yarder. Paredes bangs through a 26-yard field goal, which means he kicked that from the 4-yard line, folks. They settled for a field goal from the 4. That's pretty interesting. Remember, the end zone is 15. Where you would kick it is 7, so 22. So that was from the 4-yard line. So there may be some numbers in here that are off because of... this was built for American football. So let's see here. 3 for Winnipeg. Winnipeg gets the ball on a 3. They're going to punt. Winnipeg punts. Calgary with the ball first quarter. 2, they're going to punt. And Winnipeg with a chance to take the lead before the break, or before the quarter break. 3, they're going to punt. And folks, it's low scoring. Winnipeg 0, Calgary 3. That Calgary defense last year was pretty awesome. So was, matter of fact, I think Calgary had the number 1 defense in the league last year, point scoring wise, I think. If memory serves, I could be wrong with that. All right, Calgary goes to work starting the second quarter. They're going to score 6. That's a touchdown. How does Calgary get their touchdown? It's going to be a pass to the halfback for 7. So it's going to be Adams. 7-yard pass to Mills, PAT, and now it is 10-0. Winnipeg better get going. Winnipeg's going to turn over. Oh, no. Winnipeg turns over. Let's flip and see how they turn it over. Linebacker, big hit, so it's going to be a fumble lost. Holy cow. So we're going to say Oliveira with a fumble lost. Linebacker with a big hit. So he comes flying through, plows into Oliveira. The ball pops loose. They're going to get it. Calgary now with 10-point lead and the ball. 4, they're going to score they're going to miss the PAT. So how do they score? Fullback run. So this is going to be Mills. 13-yard run. Fail. Dang. But Calgary now has got a nice cushion. Winnipeg's got to get going. 5, they're going to score a field goal. So Winnipeg's field goal, 39 yards for Castillo. With a 39-yard field goal. And that breaks the ice. And this is the final drive as Calgary's going to punt the ball away. Wow, they're both using the B charts, but it's been a one-team show right now. Let's see here, 7 and 6, 13. Calgary has 16 points at halftime, and Winnipeg on the board with 3. The Calgary defense playing great ball here in the opening weekend in McMahon Stadium. That is fantastic. All right, so Winnipeg gets the ball on the kickoff to start the second half. They've got to start scoring. They're going to score they're going to actually miss a PAT as well. How is their score? 41 yards to White. So it's going to be Colaros. 41-yard pass to White. And unfortunately, again, the PAT for these guys would not be any mean feat, as they're 15 yards deep are the goalpost 7. So their PAT alone is a pretty good kick now. Calgary, so he shanks it. Calgary goes to work. They're going to turn over. What do? They turn over on a defensive line big hit, forces a punt. So they will punt. But it was a defensive line big hit. Winnipeg may close the gap here, folks. Nope, they're going to punt. And Calgary, can they add to their lead? And they do. They're going to get a touchdown with an extra point. It's going to be a 3-yard run for the quarterback. This is going to be Adams Jr. on a 3-yard run, PAT. And Caleros gets 6, making it 9-16. But then Adams, closing out the third, adds another 7. It's 23-9. And Winnipeg really needs to take advantage of the fourth quarter if they're going to win this ball game. Winnipeg goes to work. Touchdown, Winnipeg. Caleros. Nope. It's going to be Oliveira making up for that fumble earlier with a 2-yard run. PAT is good. And Calgary now, it is now 16-23. What a game. It's going to be a punt. Winnipeg has a chance, folks. Winnipeg, no, they're going to punt. Calgary's final drive of the day is 4. 4 is a touchdown with a PAT fail. So pass for 11. This is going to be Adams. 11-yard pass to their slot back, Philpott. And they fail the 2-point conversion. Fail. Makes sense they'd be going for 2, right? So that's not another missed PAT. It would be failed 2-point con. I think they have 2-point cons in Canadian ball. They probably don't. Anyway, you missed the PAT either way. And this is it. Winnipeg now has no choice. They've got to score. And no, they're going to end up end of game. So it's going to be end of game. Time expires. Wow. So 7 for Winnipeg. They had a chance, folks. But that Calgary defense not only holds, but their offense lends support. Let's see here. 9-16 for Winnipeg. 29 for Calgary. Calgary 1-0. Winnipeg starts out behind the 8 ball. So our first game of the year, Montreal on the road won 32-17 over Hamilton. Tiger Cats. Game 2, Winnipeg runs into a Calgary Stampeders defense. And a 29-16 ball game right there. All right, next up we have one more game. I won't be doing it in this video, but let's look where my schedule is here for the first 5 or 6 weeks. Next up is Edmonton at the Ottawa Red Blacks, so that ought to be outstanding. Edmonton is a CF. Ooh, that's gonna be fascinating. And the Ottawa Red Blacks, who struggled last year, they're a CF. So this is a game in which one of these two want to take advantage of that F defense. So Edmonton, a CF, Ottawa, a CF. So this, again, is going to be another game where they're going to match up equally, and it's going to come down to who executes. If we're going by talent, our coaching staff, well, Mark Killam is the coach at Edmonton. Ryan Dinwiddie is the coach of Ottawa Red Blacks. If we're looking at talent, we've got Rankin at running back here. We've got Keyshawn Johnson. No, it's not Keyshawn. That's, I can't remember his name. Blanchard is our place kicker over here. We've got Pimpleton, White. Lather's the place kicker. Bell is their back. Brown's their quarterback. Fajardo is the quarterback of Edmonton. I just don't know. This will be, again, play to find out, and we'll see. But both these teams would like to start the season off with a victory. No better way to do that when you're facing another team with a very porous defense. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.